Blue Collar Garbage. Look us up on YouTube, Rumble, all one word. Like, share, and subscribe. And comment. We'd greatly appreciate it. We're going to look at Governor Abbott responding to being called Hot Wheels by Jasmine Crockett.
All right, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett has stooped to yet another low and adding on to a string of vile comments. Over the weekend, she seemingly made fun of Texas governor, friend of this program, Greg Abbott, for using a wheelchair. Take a look at this latest disgusting remark.
We in these hot Texas streets, honey.
Where's her neck at?
Yeah, right.
Y'all know we got Governor Hot Wheels down there. Come on now. And the only thing hot about him is that he is a hot mess, honey.
And don't forget, she wants to hit Senator Cruz over the head hard and take down Elon as a birthday gift. Now, following intense backlash,
She's full of it, ain't she?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Now I did see the video where she said she wanted for her birthday
I seen
to
that.
take Elon out. Somebody take Elon out.
That is.
Ain't that communicating?
Well, I mean, that's sort of like
order?
that's sort of like inciting violence.
Yeah.
But so she can do that, but you know.
But if I send you a post, a message, somebody needs, post it out everywhere. I want to take Jamie out. Somebody take Jamie out.
Right.
Sure would make my birthday. Well, if I got some idiot following me that really,
Exactly.
that really thinks I'm the shit,
Yeah.
That's pretty much trying to put a hit out on the man.
Yeah. Well, see, but my thing is they ain't gonna do nothing to her about it though. You know what I'm saying? They gonna let her. Well, she's digging her own hole.
Oh yeah.
Or whatever, but
I do like what Trump is doing with the where they're blowing up all the Tesla dealerships and setting.
Right.
That is, he's.
Well, they said after she said some of that shit, they went somewhere and found like some bombs
Yeah.
and stuff supposedly, and they were trying to link it to that where she had said that, and then plus she's done backpedaled and said I would never incite violence or nothing like that.
That's all the Democratic Party's trying to do right now is incite violence.
Well, that's all they got left, man. You know
On
what I mean?
anything.
I mean, look. So what they do is when they can't get their way, they burn everything down.
I can almost guarantee that. Okay, so look at all that we've had, everything that we've seen with Doge, how the government will pay NGOs, non-government officials, or non-government organizations to carry out actions. And we've seen that overseas. We've seen that here in the States. I guarantee you that all this started with people getting paid
to riot.
riot and
Yeah.
paid to spray paint swastikas on Teslas and destroy them and blow them up and stuff.
Yeah.
And now other people are just following suit.
Right,
So
right. And see, what these people don't understand is when you use a Molotov cocktail, that's terrorism, man. You know what I'm saying? They consider that a weapon of terrorism.
Yeah.
So you're going to get big time if you go and vandalize these places like that, especially with Molotov cocktails, and you get caught.
Yeah.
You're going to do serious time. So, and I think you should. I think you should.
You should.
But what's so crazy is, man, when Elon Musk was a Democrat, they were all for this shit. They loved these electric cars. The electric's going to be the way, you know what I mean? They loved him when he was on their side.
Yeah.
But as soon as he flipped, boy, that's just like when Trump had him at the White House with one of them Tesla cars, and Trump said he was going to buy one and all that.
Yeah.
Well, they was against that. But Joe Biden done it when he was in office with a Jeep. Electric Jeep. Oh, and they was all over that. Oh, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread. That's okay if you want to do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
So they're the flip flop administration. That's what they are. They flip and flop to whatever they can ride on, for the time being, and then and what's burning them cars up gonna really do, man? What is it gonna do? That man, you ain't hurting that man one bit in his pocket. I know they think that they are. But that man don't care. He does not care about that shit, man. And you're not gonna get nowhere doing that shit.
No.
It's petty and it's childish, man. And that's their thing though. Every time they can't get their way, let's tear something up or let's burn it down.
Yeah.
Or I mean, hell, they got away with it for 8 months. The 8 months of burning all the cities and all that shit for a sorry motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man.
Well, tell me where do you find bricks at on the street?
Dude, I seen where they was. I remember back then when they were setting them out.
Yeah.
And they would walk by and they'd film and they'd say, "Well, look at them bricks sitting there." You know,
a whole pallet of brick just sitting on the side of the street. I mean,
hey, but the worst thing is they got on freaking on national TV and said they're not gonna stop. They're gonna keep going. I mean, they were like rooting them on.
yeah.
That's inciting violence.
Yeah,
That's
rooting
the
them
same
on.
thing.
And I'm gonna bring you the bricks to bust
Yeah.
out store buildings to loot.
And I'm gonna pay you $20 or $30 an hour to
Yeah.
throw bricks and burn shit.
Yeah. And you're not gonna get charged for it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But look, that Jasmine Crockett is that's their go-to right now because they think that with her acting ghetto and cussing, and let me tell you this: have you noticed that Democrats are cussing a lot more now?
Oh yeah.
Everything now is, they'll slide a little "fuck you" or "this is bullshit" or they'll slide something in there now. So now they're really getting desperate. They're going to the ghetto hood rat way. Of let's cuss about everything and see if that gets us anywhere. Which some people get off on that stupid shit, man. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But that Jasmine Crockett, she has said a lot of stuff about Trump too, man.
Oh yeah.
Like calling him Putin's hoe and stuff like that, man.
Yeah.
I know they're trying to censor her, but see, then you got to think of where does freedom of speech come in on that,
Yeah. Who's got freedom of speech?
and who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
It's kind of a catch.
what do you think about that, Ben? I mean, so if they're on the freedom of speech, you got freedom of speech.
I will defend anybody's right for freedom of
right.
speech in this country,
Right.
100%.
So, but let me ask you this: so, do you think though, even though does that matter what position you're in?
Yeah, you can't say, "Hey, we should kill the president." That's
Right. So in other words, then her validating that is useless then because she's
Right.
trying to say that you have freedom of speech. Well, that's what everybody's trying to take up for.
Yeah.
Saying, well, you do have freedom of speech. I mean, the Hot Wheels thing. It was a fucked up joke, man. You know what I mean? It really
it's just a
was,
fucked
and
up
it's a
joke.
fucked up joke. She shouldn't have said it. She did. And Trump, like I told you, they'll come back on that shit where Trump made fun of the handicapped reporter.
Yeah.
He did do that, but I don't see that the same for some. Maybe it's because I don't like her. And
Yeah.
I'll be straight up, I can't stand her.
No,
you know what I mean?
no, I
And it's
don't
not
like her
because she's
either.
black. I don't care if she was Puerto Rican, Indian, Haitian, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't stand the way she talks. I can't stand how she acts like she's a victim because she's not a victim.
No.
She's worth $9 million. She went to private schools. She's like, you remember the movie with Eminem, 8 Mile?
Yeah. Yeah.
You remember when at the end when he goes to on that dude and his name's Papa Doc and he's supposed to be this gangster and then Eminem finds out that he went to a private school and his name was Clarence and all that shit?
Yeah.
She is the Papa Doc of the Democrat Party. She acts like she's from the ghetto and acts like she's from the struggle and she's been catered to. She's had privilege.
Yeah. She's privileged.
She's had all this privilege that everybody says we have white privilege and all that, which is bullshit. She's definitely had privilege because number one, I went to school, but I went to a regular school.
With the public school.
With a public school. She went to a school that cost $35,000 a year. Then she went to a college that cost $50-some thousand a year. I mean what's part of the struggle do you know about?
She don't.
None.
Mom and daddy fed that.
That's it.
it's just an act to manipulate.
Right.
Act to manipulate the way that people think.
Yeah. Do you got another video of her being with her still talking some more?
Well, I
mess?
found a clip where she was calling for Elon to be taken out.
Okay, yeah, let's see that.
Yeah, let's check that out.
Oh.
I will say, man, she needs about 2 pair of glasses though, dude, because that gap between her eyes, man, it's pumping. I mean, it's seriously. It's spread out there. I mean, I hate to call it, but I can't stay. That's the first thing I see when I see her. Gap.
Well.
Gap and wig.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I am truly here for very selfish reasons. Starting with on March 29th, it's my birthday. And all I want to see happen on my birthday is for Elon to be taken down. Yes.
Taken down.
Taken down.
Well, all right, to be honest, that could mean she didn't say Elon to be shot in the face.
Right.
Yeah.
That could mean all kind of things.
It could be, yeah. taken down, meaning not in
Right.
his position anymore.
Yeah, not overdose or
Right. Now,
I think one thing that Republicans are doing is what the left was doing when Biden was in office. And,
right.
You know, they're just taking everything that other people are saying and over-exaggerating it.
Yeah.
And that's something easy to do, but also it's a little bit of their own medicine too.
Oh yeah,
exactly. Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah,
They
it's giving them back what they sent.
They definitely need to get some of that anyway, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been putting her in the forefront big time, you know, like because she'll run her mouth,
Yeah,
and she'll cuss a little bit, just like she's assaulted a reporter. A reporter went and asked her about this stuff, and she snatched the phone away from her and took her phone and everything, you know, and so that reporter took out assault charges on her.
Yeah.
Well, then another reporter went and talked to her, and guess what she had after that? She had a guard.
yeah.
She had a police escort. So, I mean, you're supposed to be all hard and ghetto. What do you need a
We need a police
What do you need a
escort for?
police escort for?
Yeah.
I thought all y'all can fight. I mean, that's what you say.
Yeah.
You know. But it's crazy, man. That you know she just I'm talking about, man. She runs her mouth, boy.
Everybody.
Yes, and they done a interview with her when she was trying to get into Congress. She didn't even talk nowhere near like that, man. She has like changed her whole rhetoric of talking.
Yeah.
You know, so she'll fit in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was talking real proper to start with. Now it's half hood, half Ebonics. You know.
Yeah.
And these people are feeding to it. You ought to see on TikTok, man. They think she's gonna be the next president. That's who we need.
Yeah, that's who we need. We need another blooming idiot.
A woman will never be president here. I don't care what nobody says. It will never happen. And if it does, this country will fall. And I'm not knocking women. I'm just saying the truth.
Yeah.
If you want to comment about that, you can comment about it. But I'm telling you, you do not need a woman to be the president.
No.
Ever. In this lifetime. Never.
No.
In no lifetime.
Nope.
So they can be in Mexico, whatever. I don't care about that. Not here. No. I just don't agree with it. Especially her or AOC.
No, neither one of them.
I mean, good God Almighty.
You see that they're putting AOC and Bernie on the next ticket.
Is that what are they gonna do that?
Yeah.
I seen that they said they drawed like 34,000. Hey, let me ask you this: how many of them 34,000 you think were paid to be there?
Well, all right. So I did some research on it. It was not 34,000.
Oh, so it was lower than 30.
Well, it was 20,000.
20,000. Okay, so
And-
that was one lie.
Yeah,
one lie.
So there's a research group that I'm not exactly sure on all the details, but what they do is they sold software. It's like an IP address type of software. Right. So they have the ability to track every phone everywhere.
Oh, okay.
And so after they made those statements, they said, all right, well, we'll actually give you the real data. And so it showed that there were about 20,000 people there, and they were only there for about 20 to 30 minutes. So enough to get paid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And-
Hey, not even there an hour.
Right. Not even there an hour.
Not even there an hour. We got paid.
Oh man, I watched it on there, you know, and I seen how they got out there and act. And man, Bernie is too old. Number one.
Yeah.
And listen, after what RFK Jr. done to him on at that Congress meeting or Senate meeting, whatever.
Yeah.
He should not even be able to talk anymore, man, because he destroyed him. I mean,
yeah.
all his credibility ought to be shot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Bernie does have a little bit of sense in some things.
Yeah.
But he goes far. He goes too far
Too
left.
far left.
Yes. He gets way too far out there. Because they asked him if he agreed with some of the stuff that Trump does, and he said, "Yeah, I agree with some of the border stuff." Well, if you agreed with the border stuff, why didn't you push for it when you was?
Yeah.
When you was, you know, your people were in the lead or had everything going.
Had the reins.
Yeah. Why didn't you push for it then? You know.
Why didn't you run on that on your agenda?
Right.
Back when you run for president.
Yeah. But then that reporter asked him something, and it didn't sit well with him, and he got up. And the reporter's like, what are you doing? He said, I told you I wasn't going to talk about that mess. You know, if you was going to talk about that, I ain't talking about it. You know, so he was just wanting to run.
Yeah.
You know, but there's no – I cannot see nobody voting for Democrats for at least another 8 years, man.
Yeah, at least.
Why would you?
At least 8.
What are you voting? What are you voting for? The same shit we had? I mean, you know, I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't get it, man.
I think there has been an obvious brainwashing that has happened.
Yeah.
That has really impacted people with a lot of empathy. And people with a lot of empathy tend to vote more blue.
Yeah.
And
right.
You know, those people, they're susceptible to, of course we don't want people to be in poverty. Of course we don't, we want higher taxes to take care of our communities.
Right.
And of course we want everybody to be able to live here. This is a great place. Yeah. And so they took that and warped people's brains into believing that socialism is the right way. Yeah. Which is the precursor to communism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just as bad as, like, you know, when they keep hollering democracy. You know what I mean? That was their word for
the threat to democracy.
Yes, threat to democracy. We are not a fucking democracy.
Nope.
We have never been.
Constitutional republic.
A constitutional republic. Why do these people not get that, man?
Because they don't understand what our country really is. It's a constitutional republic that practices democracy.
Or I wonder if half of them even know what that really means.
No.
I think they just see it and they hear it and they spew it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, they're saying that. Because I'll tell you what, I seen where they showed all these different Democrats in where they were doing interviews. Every one of them was saying the same shit.
Yeah,
as the next, like they have set all of them down and said, okay, for this week, the word of the week is democracy.
Yeah.
Next week it's going to be cussing. You get to cuss. Even Pete Buttigieg, the gay man that you know did all that stupid shit. Well, like his other half was having a baby and all that. Supposed to be a gentle man. Now he's cussing. So it's like they get together and they say, well, this week we're going to do
this week. We're going to burn shit down next week.
Yeah, and we're going to see what works. But we care about the American people as long as you're not a Republican.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Because we're just garbage.
Exactly. That's just like TikTok, man. TikTok is the biggest pile of shit. I get cut out of comments so bad, or I have to appeal them. I mean, the dumbest stuff. Like, I can say somebody is slow, and I can say you are, instead of saying slow, put a turtle emoji. They'll flag me for it, man.
Oh, yeah.
I am not joking. But these other motherfuckers can get on there and say, fuck you. You ain't shit, you sorry Republican motherfucker. And they don't flag them for nothing. It's like, man, it's a two-tiered thing, and it just keeps going.
That's how Instagram and Facebook used to be, but that's kind of turned
now,
around
Facebook now, you can say whatever. Man, I haven't got a flag on Facebook, and I couldn't tell you how long. I have said more shit on there, which, don't get me wrong, I done been banned on Twitter and Instagram for life. I'm banned on that, but it was for stupid shit. I shouldn't even have been banned on Twitter.
Yeah,
because that was after Elon had took it over.
Freedom of speech, dude.
But they got me. I mean, if I had to change my phone number or get another phone to get an account on that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous, man. You know, and I mean, some of the shit I said was pretty bad, you know, but still, if you supposedly have freedom of speech,
should be able to say what you want to.
Yeah, you know, I know. I mean, I guess just like old damn Gap Eye there, you know, if you want to call somebody Hot Wheels, I guess you can do that. But you're in Congress.
Yeah.
You're held to a high standard. We're average people. You know, we're not held to that standard. We're not representing Texas. You know.
I think it's very intentional too.
Like,
I do too. It was intentional.
Like the hypocrisy is intentional to piss off people that aren't on the left.
Hurt feelings and all that. You know, it's exactly what. And then she tried to come back and say, I wasn't thinking about his disability. That's what everybody calls him. You know, that ain't the point.
I ain't heard nobody else call him Hot Wheels.
I really hadn't either, man, until this. But then I seen some people supposedly commented, like on TikTok and stuff like that. I'm from Texas, and everybody calls him Hot Wheels and all that. Well, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of unprofessional
to
say that like on a panel like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, in other words, they want somebody like this right here, this woman, to run our country that's going to get up there and say, this is bullshit. Which I've heard Trump say bullshit before too, but
yeah, that's awesome.
He had a good he had a good long speech that went along with that.
It's actual bullshit.
And it was actual bullshit, you know. But her on the other hand, now Trump come out and said something about her. He called her he said she was a low life. You know? Yeah. See if you can find that right quick, Ben. Where Trump's talking. Trump asked. I thought I had the video and I thought I'd sent it to you, but I didn't. But he makes a comment about her because she sure runs her mouth about Trump enough, you know, that he needs to burn her anyway, you know. But I think he gets after her, and you know he calls her a few choice names and stuff, you know, and says some stuff about her, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh, did you send it to me?
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did, man. I might not have been able to find that one, but I know I seen it.
All right, I'll find it. Just give me a second.
All right. But you know, because like I said, she's been trying to blast Trump every chance she gets, you know, and that's another reason why they're pushing for her so bad, because she's doing that. You know, they want somebody that's going to do that. You know.
Yeah, they want somebody that's going to bash everybody and ain't scared to talk.
Right.
Give me a second.
All right. But yeah, like I said, man, she's been like this past week. They have been on her, boy. I mean, but she's got what she's doing is she's getting a whole lot of publicity.
Yeah.
You know, she's definitely
getting her name out there.
Yeah.
I think I might have found it.
Okay.
Look at the amount of makeup that bitch got on her face.
Oh God, dude, it's a load, man, and a wig.
Yeah.
All right. I'll find it. Give me a second.
All right. And that poor Greg Abbott, man. The man was jogging, man. The tree fell on him. What kind of freaking luck is that, man?
Yeah, that's some crazy
You freaking
luck.
jogging and a tree falls on you, paralyzes you for the rest of your life, man. Now who in the hell ever heard tell of something like that, man?
Stupid Sky News.
That's like, man, people just, I hate it for people like that, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's like, damn, man.
That's a rough
The man was
life.
just jogging down the street and damn tree falls on him. I mean,
Trying to live a happier life.
yeah. But he's in good spirits about it. You know, he every time he talks, you know, he's always smiling. He's always, you know, talks with good rhetoric and all that, you know. And he loves Texas, man. God, and that's what you want. You mean if you got a governor, you want him to love your state, you know, and he loves Texas, man. And he's doing a damn good job in Texas. So, you know, Texas is our #1 thriving state anyway.
Wrong with her. She can't speak.
No.
She can't speak. She can't get the words out of her mouth. She's I can't see her going very far in politics.
He was about to call her.
That would be a shock. That would be a shock to the system. You have some young ones. You have AOC +3, I guess. They're hanging around. And, you know, people are waiting to make their moves, I would imagine, like in the Democrat Party. But we have a party where we do have a leader. So strong leader, very strong.
That's right. And Jasmine Crockett, who you just referenced yesterday, video going around of her calling Governor Greg Abbott, who's in a wheelchair, Governor Hot Wheels. She's been called out for that. She later came out on Twitter, on X, and she claimed that she was actually just talking about when he was busing illegals around the country, which seems to me like a pretty brazen lie on the Congresswoman's part.
Well, it's a lie, and she lies, but she's a lowlife. And she's a very low IQ person and a lowlife. And I don't imagine the Democrats are going to have a person like that running their party. If they do, they'll never win an election again. It would be very hard.
Exactly.
But I can't imagine she's going to last long.
And what do you think of Governor Gavin Newsom's?
You know,
Sorry.
to be smart, you do need a brain. You know, you can't get around with little quips. And I've watched her. I've only heard her for the last couple of days, and I watched her make a speech, and she can't speak. And she truly is a low-level person on the very important chart of intelligence
Yeah.
And really, it's nice to have intelligent people running your operation.
These Democrats.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He lit her up.
Low life.
Dude, his roasts are the best, man.
They are, man.
I
mean,
freaking love it.
He just comes up with shit off the top of the head, man, like fast too.
Tampon Tim is probably my favorite though.
Yes. That was definitely a good. Hey, what do you think about him talking about he could whoop any?
I was gonna say
any Trump supporter.
Dude, come on, let's go.
No shit.
Let's go.
Everybody was calling him out. Hey, Kane, the wrestler Kane,
Yeah.
and the Undertaker. You know,
Yeah.
He called him out. He said, "Tim, I'm a Republican. When we gonna get together?"
Put it on pay-per-view.
Hell yeah.
Let's say no taxes in 2025.
Hell yeah.
Everybody's gonna watch the
Let's see
pay-per-view.
him fight.
I'll pay $100
Hell yeah.
to watch Kane.
I would too. I want to see him suplex his
Yeah.
fucking ass
yeah.
one time. I'm talking about skyjacking.
Yeah.
Boom. I'd love to see that shit.
See Tampon Tim get thrown
Yeah.
around like a rag doll.
Look,
That'd
man,
be the
if
best.
that's their equivalent to a man, we will never have a problem whipping them if we ever go
No.
to civil war with them. I can just go on and tell you straight up, if it ever happens, you Democrats, y'all are done. Y'all are so done. You can call us dumb rednecks all you want. We will crush y'all because you're weak and you're betas and you're sheep, straight up sheep. I would love for them to do it. Let's just go on out in the street and get it over with.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they talk all that shit. It ain't a damn one of them, no damn man. Crazy.
They're arming up.
Oh, I know they are.
I have some friends that are, I work in the film industry, and it's at 99.9% Democrat.
Democrat, yeah.
And a vast majority of them are just spending all their money on guns and ammo.
And shit. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you do not. First of all, you don't want the smoke.
And then
and number
gotta know how to
two,
use the shit, man.
you got to know how to use it. Number three, you do not want to put yourself in a position of war.
No.
You do not want that.
They don't understand that part.
They
of
don't
it,
understand
man.
it.
They don't understand that part.
They
of
just
it.
think that Republicans are racist and Nazis and every bad word you can possibly think of.
Yep.
They've been lied to.
But if that's the case, man, okay, look, everybody is racist to a certain extent, and I ain't going to explain it. I just made the statement, and I'm not saying against color.
Yeah, no.
It can be about it could be the color of your eyes, what you got on, what you know what I mean. It could be what you drive, where you work.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It could be any of that. So, what is the deal with? They just want to stick that with one side. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're against, say if they're against people, then they're racist too. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if it's just that it's not your skin. Racism is racism, regardless. You know what I mean? Whether it's skin,
you got to prove which is better.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's crazy,
And
man.
it's always going to be there.
Because that's all they either say: either rednecks, or you're racist, or you're a white supremacist.
Yeah.
They throw that word around. So white supremacy, white supremacy, white supremacy.
How did it?
White privilege, white privilege. I want to know where this white privilege is because I never got it. I went to the
didn't
same
either.
school with everybody. I run the same streets. Never got this white privilege. I've been working all my life just about since I was a teenager. Nobody gave me shit. So I want some of this white privilege.
I want my white privileges.
I do too. I want it. I want it. They want reparations. I want white privilege.
Yeah.
Because I haven't never seen it. Now I'm sorry. I mean, I might not be looking at it like everybody else, but I haven't never seen it, man.
I ain't never seen
Like
it.
I said, we all went to the same school, sat in the same classroom, learned the same shit. The same shit. If that was the case, man, there wouldn't be no Mexican boxers making millions of dollars. There would be no black boxers making millions of dollars. There would be no fighters that would be any other nationality making money.
Yeah.
It would only be all white people making money.
Yeah.
So that statement makes no sense to me whatsoever.
Be no black basketball players.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
black football players.
No baseball players. No soccer. No anything like
No
that.
NASCAR drivers.
That's it. I mean, so
No
how is it just?
drag racers.
I don't get it, man. I think all of it was a made up thing, and it was pushed for so long Just like Ben
By
was
the
talking
Democratic Party.
Ben was talking earlier about shit being put in brainwashing.
Yep.
These people are brainwashed so bad, man. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous.
My neighbor's full blown Democrat.
Right.
They own up to it, admit it.
Yeah.
You know what she told she told me the only reason she was voting Democrat
Well,
was because her daddy would be mad at her if she voted any different.
it's
And
not
her-
the same
and her
times
daddy-
as when her daddy.
And her daddy's dead and gone, passed away.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is the times are different.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, man. Back in the day, my grandfather was a Democrat, but that's when Democrats were good people.
Back in the day, they were.
They were actually decent.
the
I'm not
Democrat-
saying all of them are not good people. Let me take that back. I'm not saying all of them are not good. I'm saying when the Democrat Party was a good party for the people. Let's put it that way.
Back when it first started, it was.
Yes, yeah.
Back after the Civil War,
Mm-hmm.
I actually watched a documentary on it about North Carolina down around the coast.
Right.
And when the Democratic Party got started. And it was for the people.
Right.
But now it's flopped.
Yeah.
It's flopped.
And I
The
mean, they can
times
say
are
what they
different.
want. The Democrat Party started the KKK. They can say what they
Oh,
want.
no, yeah,
That's
they
been
did start
proven.
that.
That's been proven.
They
and they
did
can
start that.
But they can say what they want. But I've seen the proof on that. So
Yeah,
you know.
that documentary I watched.
Right.
It showed it in that documentary. The KKK
And see,
was the Democratic
like
Party.
with her, with that Jasmine Crockett, I seen her get up there and talk about, I'm tired of the white tears. She said that in a meeting in Congress. I am so tired of the white tears. No, I know it was an interview she was on, and she blurted this out. She's tired of the white tears. Well, I don't understand what white tears you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I ain't crying about nothing. You know, it's just something for her to say because she's a Democrat, you know, and she's black. Let's go against the white people, you know.
I'm thinking I'm crying about some taxes coming out of my check.
Now,
every
okay,
week.
now let me tell you something else. What if she was white and she got up there and said, I'm tired of the black tears? Do you know what they would do to that station, that news station that she said that on?
They'd
They'd
burn
cancel it. They'd cancel
Yeah.
it. So, who's got the privilege, man? I mean, you know, I'm just
I
saying.
see it, you see it.
I mean, you know, I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah.
it's a cruel world, man, and it's a mixed
Cold,
up
hard,
it's
cruel world.
a mixed up world. But all I know is, I pray that her and AOC run for president. I pray they do.
Oh,
I want them to push it. Please let them run.
Up against JD Vance and
Yes.
Cash Patel or something.
Hell yes,
Yeah.
yes. Hey, I wouldn't be so far to say Ron DeSantis, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'd be down for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they would demolish them. And that's what all the Republicans are saying. They're like, please run them. Please
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah. Please run. 'em.
Please do it because you're going to lose terribly.
Yeah.
So, you know, all y'all people that think that she's your savior,
I feel sorry for you.
You got a rude awakening coming, boy. You got a rude awakening.
Very rude.
Hey, and let me tell you one more thing I found out about her. So when you're in Congress, you're supposed to push for legislation. You know, you want to get bills passed.
Yeah.
She admitted on TV, on an interview, that she has not tried to get one bill passed in her time in Congress. So what the hell is she doing?
What the hell is she doing?
She's wasting money running her fucking mouth. That's it. She is not even doing her job.
No.
And that's ridiculous, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous. She has not pushed for one bit of legislation. But you'll see these people on TikTok talking about, she's for the people. She's going to stand up for us. Doing what? Calling stuff bullshit. Oh, this is bullshit. Oh, this is bullshit. Governor Hot Wheels.
Governor Hot Wheels.
Trump's Putin's hoe. Yeah. I mean, is that's what y'all paying her $174,000 a year to do? You know? Hey, and then I heard she was taxing Texas $1,000 a month for her car lease.
Damn.
They're paying for the woman's car for her to ride
for her to
around
ride
in,
around
man.
in.
Yeah, and she's worth $9 million, owns 3 houses.
Yeah.
Oh, and look, she's got a law firm, and supposedly they looked up how much money it made. It only made like $20,000 in a year, man. So that right
they're
there,
writing everything off.
that right there will tell you it ain't nothing but a front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's for the people, man. You know.
Yeah. Now, I mean, now in Congress, $140,000 a year paid.
Yeah. No, I think 174 is like the usual.
174.
Like the usual. Yeah.
And worth $9 million.
Yeah, worth $9 million. Exactly.
Yeah, I understand. Some.
Oh, well, she tried to say that she's a civil rights attorney, and before she got into Congress, she made these big cases, and that's how she made her money. But we all know that that's a lie.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, we all know that's a lie.
I call bullshit.
I do too. I wish that Doge would investigate her.
I wish what they would do now that they found all this money, go to people like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, Jasmine Crockett, all of them. That's multi-millionaires, almost billionaires.
Yeah.
Figure out where they got the money. Audit them. Find out where they got all this money.
Yeah.
If you're only making $174,000 a year, I think Pelosi's $142,000.
Yeah.
How did you become a multi-millionaire?
She's worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah. Hey, Ben, you remember when we was talking about the
Nancy Pelosi's
the investing. You remember we was talking about investing?
Yeah, it's called autopilot.
And then people have that where they follow her, Nancy Pelosi's investing stuff. Man, that right there ought to tell you. I mean, that's plum proof, man. You know what I'm saying? That's insider trading.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart went to prison for it.
Yeah.
Why not her? I mean, it's the same shit.
Yeah.
The same shit, man. Nothing different.
I wonder
and she's
if,
doing, and I bet you anything that either George Soros or somebody is paying that Jasmine Crockett, and that's how she's getting more money. They're saying, "Hey, you're running that mouth. Let's shell you out a little bit of money. Let's keep you going.
Keep you going.
And then it goes from there. But
she's got to be getting paid. Why else would you be incentivized to do this?
That's what I'm saying, man. And
for one, you probably have zero skills, and number two, you're being paid for it.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then what kills me is she's talking about her own state's governor that she should be actually backing if he's doing a good job. And everybody knows he's doing a great job. I mean, that's like defeating the purpose, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you not want to win? Do you not want your state to win?
Exactly.
Do you not want America to be the best?
If you're for the people,
yeah,
you should. Hey, regardless if he's a Republican or not, she should say, "Hey, look, I might have called him Governor Hot Wheels, but he does do a good job."
Right.
No, what she says is he's a hot ass mess. He's a hot ass. Well, I can't tell because the man's done all kind of shit.
Yeah.
It makes no sense to me, man. But that shows you, like you were saying, Ben, how brainwashed people are. They get on one track.
Yeah.
And you can't run off that track, man. Because you run off that track, they don't like a little bit of bumps or a little bit of hard road or have to do a little bit of thinking. Let's just say what everybody else is saying. I'm a Democrat. They're a Democrat. I got to go with what they think. I can't have my own thoughts.
Can't have my own opinion.
I can't have my own opinion. I can't, I can't be grown. I got to follow. The sheep shit, bad shit. They got to follow. And it's ridiculous. I can't wait till she gets hers, though. I will love it when she does. We're gonna do a podcast on it because I'm gonna love every minute of it. I'm gonna love talking shit about her ass when she gets hers because she's going to.
Her and AOC.
Yeah,
both.
She's gonna get hers. I promise you, and it's coming. Hopefully it's soon. But like I said, if they run her for president, that's gonna be an easy win.
Yeah, that's it for the Democratic Party. I mean, they're going to have to relabel.
Which really, man, they're done anyway. They got a 26% approval rate right now. That's the lowest it's ever been.
Yeah.
And I am so tired of people talking about Trump's approval rating is low. Trump's approval rating is higher than it's ever been, people. Right now. It's never been this high. So shut the fuck up because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I done watched it on I don't know how many damn news shows that it's higher than it's ever been. So... I don't know, man, but Jasmine Crockett, you're a piece of shit.
What was this clip right here you sent me? You want to play it?
Yeah, we can play it. It's some more of her running her mouth.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's Trump, right? Like it feels as if Elon is really like running everything and Trump is just hanging out. Signing whatever executive order somebody puts in front of him, and when he's not doing that, he's
like
just posted up in Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah, like Biden.
Damn, you know all about that.
Playing golf, right? And so Elon hasn't seen all the waste because we've
spent a whopping more than $10 million already on Trump and golfing in Mar-a-Lago. I'm sure there's a few things we could do with that $10 million that would be more productive.
That's not true.
And what's most concerning to me,
that's Trump's golf course. Why has he got to pay to play there?
Specifically here with this,
he owns his own plane. Why'd you got to use US one to fly down there?
Not only an attack on us as Americans, and when I say us, it's not Democrats. I specifically say us as Americans because there were those that really thought that Donald Trump was going to make their lives better. I don't even know if it's Trump.
Now you tell me, what is Elon Musk running? Nothing.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing.
Nothing at all.
I mean, just Doge.
Yeah,
but
that, but he still has to answer. You know
but
what
it's
I mean?
really algorithms and sweaty little 19-year-old hacker kids that are,
that are catching these people and burning their ass, but you can't tell who's running the country. Yeah, right. Okay, that's funny. Well, then why ain't Elon going and having meetings with Putin and all that shit?
Yeah.
Then if he's really running the country, why ain't Trump tagging him along? Well, let me go get the man that's really running the country. No.
The scary thing is, dude, is that people believe this.
They do,
Yeah,
man.
they do.
That's
They
what
do
I
believe it.
believe
That's
it.
what I'm saying, man. They will follow these people. Man, if Trump said oxygen was bad for you, these son of a bitches would hold their fucking breath, man.
They would.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
You damn right it
No,
wouldn't.
it wouldn't at
It
all.
wouldn't be. Swell, boom. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a shit? But I'm telling you, if Trump said, "Hey, listen here, oxygen is the best thing for you," every Democrat would be like, "I can't breathe. I don't want to breathe." Trump said oxygen's good. We got to ban oxygen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It is so fucking crazy, dude. I don't fucking get it, man. I really don't.
The hypocrisy is nuts.
It
Just
is, dude.
Burning up a Tesla. You know what's in a Tesla? First of all, it takes way more carbon to make one Tesla than it would a Ford F-150.
Yeah.
And then you got all those minerals and the batteries, all that toxic.
Hey, but what is this? Hey, listen, what about this though? They love the environment, man.
Yeah,
They're
I
supposed to
thought
be
you loved the environment.
Yeah,
now
they're
you're
supposed to
gonna
be
burn it
environmental
down.
people.
Yeah.
What in
You're
the
going to
fuck?
burn it down now.
What the hell? I mean, y'all, you burning all that shit. It's pollution in the air and everything else. You know, we love the planet. Climate
No, you
change.
don't.
Climate
No,
change.
you don't.
You love whatever CNN tells you to love.
That's exactly what it is, man. They can't keep it together, man.
Or I should say hate.
And,
you just hate whatever.
Hey, and we
CNN
the
tells
dumb
you to hate.
rednecks that don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing.
And all this, but man, it's funny. We got plenty of common sense, though, man. You
I've
know
never
what I'm
wanted a
saying?
Cybertruck so bad in my life.
Me neither, man. I mean, no
I'll tell you
shit.
what, I'm gonna go get one.
You know what? I wouldn't mind having one. I ain't gonna lie
That's
to
a
you,
ugly
just
son
for
of a
the hell
bitch,
of it. Yeah. I mean,
Hey,
shit.
Place up in Roxborough. It's a custom car shop.
Yeah.
They got one up out there that they have decked out.
Oh yeah.
They put wheels on it.
Yeah. Yeah. It probably don't look that bad.
It don't
does
look that bad.
Yeah.
Now this chrome thing you see riding down the road,
Yeah.
it looks like something from Back to the Future.
Right.
Kind of scratch your head and wonder. But that up there in Roxborough, it'll get your attention.
Yeah.
When you see it, like, damn, that don't look half bad.
Right. I seen where a dude's got one and he's got that group Slipknot. He's got that Slipknot thing on the back of the tailgate and stuff, and it's blacked out. Like it's been painted flat black.
Yeah.
And got black wheels. Man, it don't look bad, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's boxy looking, but
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
hey, and what kills me is that Jasmine Crockett, she done a thing about Elon and said, why would I want somebody helping run the country and he can't even make no money? I'm like, he can't make no money. She tried to say that since he's on Tesla, he ain't made a dime.
Bullshit.
I'm like, what, bitch, are you that
If he ain't
stupid?
made a damn dime, how's he running SpaceX?
You know what she says? Well, because our government will just give him money. They just give him funds. So that's how he gets everything. That was the dumbest comment I've ever heard in my life, man.
Oh, dude, through Tesla, you can get 1.9% APR on
Damn,
Teslas.
$1,200 a month,
Ending March 31st.
and you get the Cyber Beast for $1,700.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Shit, damn it, boy.
Damn it.
You know what? I just didn't really care for that shit, man. But ever since he's done changed over and all that, man. I see the light on that now.
if this is all a simulation, this is the best marketing strategy ever. Is to get people like us talking about buying an electric truck.
Yeah. It damn sure is now. I'll agree with that.
I never would have been caught dead in one of these stupid things. But now I'm like, it is bulletproof. That's pretty badass.
Yeah. I mean, man, you can't. What kills me is she'll call him dumb on TV. And I'm like, lady.
That he's literally a rocket scientist.
He's dumb. Come the fuck on,
He can catch a rocket in orbiting space. It can come back in with little arms and catch it. Never been done before. And he's dumb.
That's just like, man, it's just like they say Trump's dumb. Trump is a billionaire. I have never seen a dumb billionaire. Have any of y'all ever seen one?
Seen a dumb billionaire.
I've never seen a dumb billionaire, but I've seen plenty of dumb regular motherfuckers, that's for sure. But I've never seen a dumb billionaire.
No.
And well, he's been bankrupt 9 times. Well, it looks
that's
like
strategy too.
It looks like he's got something fucking figured out to me because he's still kicking. He's still a billionaire and still kicking.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. They mad because he don't need their money.
Exactly.
That's all it is. If he was to go to them right now and say, "I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna drop out," they would leave that man alone so fast. You wouldn't hear his freaking name no more. I swear to you, if he would just say, "I'm done."
Yeah,
they'd leave him alone that quick. I mean, that's how quick them people change.
Yeah,
like the wind, man. They change like the freaking wind. It is crazy.
Used Teslas now are actually getting pretty affordable.
Yeah,
I mean, you can get a used one under 100,000 miles for like a Model 3 for under 20 grand.
Right.
I mean, that's not bad.
I will tell you this: I seen where they took a 4-door Tesla car. And this wasn't when they first come out, but they've been out maybe a year or two,
Yeah.
They took one to the drag strips all around here.
Oh, it'll eat it up.
Oh
yeah.
It's 0 to 60 in
dude.
a second and a half.
That guy said, "I'm going to put this thing in ludicrous mode."
Yeah.
And they was like, "What's ludicrous mode?" He said, "It's the fastest mode on the car." He was racing freaking rail cars, burning them. Burning them. And I was like, damn. I even seen where they took a Tesla, hooked a trailer to it, put a truck on the trailer, and they run it against a Bentley gas Bentley, like a souped up SUV that was supposed to be fast as hell.
Yeah.
That Tesla drug that goddamn trailer and that truck and
that.
Still outrun that fucking Bentley, man. Yeah. I mean, and when I say outrun it, I mean it dogged it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, damn, that's pretty fucking impressive right there. Because that electric motor is straight torque right off gate.
Oh yeah, it's
no lag.
It's
no lag, no nothing.
No
I mean,
shift,
yes, it's just.
Have you ever rode in one?
No, I ain't never rode.
I got a friend that has one, and it's got the high performance package.
Right.
Dude.
I bet that shit.
He let me drive it.
Holy
shit!
Damn, I love to drive.
There's like a little strip. This is when I was living in Wilmington. There's a strip of road that's out by an airport. There's nothing on it. Just pretty straight. Dude, I let it go.
Mad it.
I've driven fast cars before.
Yeah.
The torque that you get at 0 to 80 to 60 is insane.
I bet so, man.
I mean, it's like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that getting set back in the seat. Shit,
oh
man.
yeah,
That's
your stomach goes up into your throat.
Yeah,
dude, it's crazy.
Because I know I had a Mustang that had like 500 some horsepower, and when I was mad it, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it would put your ass in the seat.
Yeah.
And I mean, you'd stuck there for a minute, and I could imagine what that would feel like. You know what I'm saying?
And there's no shifting.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, man, that's crazy.
No lag in between.
Mm-mm.
And he's stupid. And this man's stupid. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, Jasmine Crockett, you're a piece of shit. I tell you, man, I can't wait till she gets hers. I really can't. And I hope Elon Musk helps get hers. You know what I mean? I really do.
I heard the EPA's up next for Doge.
Oh God, that's gonna be a terrible one right there.
Yeah.
Mm. I heard same thing this week. They're talking about doing away with the death on the big trucks.
Oh yeah.
DEF fluid?
Yes.
No more DEF fluid?
Yes.
Good.
The
big trucking companies is behind it.
They are too. It's crazy, man.
One guy said he went from getting like 8 miles to the gallon in a big rig to like 4 to 5.
With death fluid.
With death fluid.
With death fluid, because it knocks everything down.
Yeah. It chokes them up.
Yeah.
It chokes them up, but it filters out the carbons, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole point of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, supposedly it does.
The death fluid
I think it's a
burns
scam.
I
be
think
honest.
it is too.
burns the soot out of it.
Right.
Look, man, it's all a scam because let me tell you, when you bust a rocket through the atmosphere, you think that don't do worse than freaking this stupid smoke? I mean, come the freak on, man. That don't even make no damn sense. Man.
Right.
That don't make no sense whatsoever. I think climate change is the biggest bullshit it is, but that's a total nother game changer on there, and that's a whole nother podcast. Is climate change because but I'm sure Jasmine Crockett believes in it.
And
I'm sure she does.
I don't have nothing against an electric car really, but what I look at is like my job. Sometimes I'll run a tank of gas out in a day.
Yeah.
Depends on where I have to go for my job.
Yeah, you'll be having to park and charge that thing and everything else.
I ended up spending. You're not going to have a charging station on a construction site.
Yeah.
For me to charge up my electric truck. So,
dude, that's as bad as them wanting electric tanks, man. You want to go to war with an electric tank? What are you doing? That son of a bitch goes dead. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You go pull a generator.
Go get the generator and the charging station and bring it up here.
Yeah, bring a generator to the front line.
Before we go to war, boys, we got to set up some charging stations out there, and you're not allowed to bomb the charging stations.
Yeah, don't blow up our charging stations.
We got to have them, man.
Those are war crimes.
Yeah, we got to have them. So you can't bomb the charging station. You can bomb hospitals and all that shit. We don't care about that, but you cannot.
Do not bomb my charging station.
We got to charge them tanks for us to go to war, boys.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that part. You
know
what I mean? I don't agree with that, but But anyway, like I said, Jasmine Crockett. She needs to get hers, and that's all it is to it. And if anybody don't like it, you can comment on it or whatever, and we'll be glad to read that. And,
we'll read your comment. We'll answer back.
Yeah, we'll definitely answer back. So, Blue Collar Garbage, like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it.